Johnny Cash, right there.
Yeah, there's Johnny.
But there's Johnny Cash right there.
Yeah, can you see it? Yeah.
Johnny Cash, one of your favorites.
Yeah, of all time.
May
Absolutely.
I ask why?
Hey, they say that I'm talking a whole lot of trash. I'm sitting there thinking like, who knew? I know that you seen us on rappers react. They talking about us on YouTube. Hollywood 6, it look like I do magic. Maybe he's practicing voodoo. I'm hearing you're getting a lot of attention. Well, I'm here to say that we do to deliver the rubbish.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another segment of Rappers React. Smoke Dog.
What up?
I've got trivia.
What you got?
Which Family Guy character was married to Loretta?
Oh, that was Cleveland.
You are correct.
Yeah.
You are correct. Okay, how about this? Not gonna get that either. How about this? I'll give you a hint. It's country, okay?
Okay.
What band? I think they're country. What band released their 10th studio album under the name Back to Us? I think they're country.
I have no clue.
Little. Remember, it was with
Little Rock.
remember the little kids. That's the little with the Spot Dog and Buckwheat.
Oh, Little Rascals. Oh, what are they called? Rascal Flats.
You got it. You got
I
it.
think that is a country band.
Just because I know you're not gonna get this, I just want to ask you, what is Woody Allen's birth name?
I guess it's not Woody.
No.
I want to say Daniel Allen.
Allen Stewart Konigsberg.
So he went with the first name last.
Yeah, 100%. All right, this is one of your favorite artists of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Allah, Buddha, Satan. These are people.
Gods. Oh, this is God's Gonna Cut You Down?
You got it, my friend. Guys,
Yeah.
before we get started, please do us a big favor. Y'all, please hit that thumbs up button. Guys, please subscribe to the channel.
And for God's sake, leave us a comment and tell us what to react to next. That's how we get the ideas for these videos. Comes directly from you right down in the comment section. And today, Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
wants some.
I'm excited for Johnny Cash.
Are you?
Yeah.
We shout out to the Trash Talkers because we have been. Don't we got a Johnny Cash?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Where you at?
Johnny Cash, right there.
Yeah, there's Johnny.
But there's Johnny Cash right there.
Yeah, can you see it? Yeah.
Johnny Cash, one of your favorites.
Yeah, of all time.
May
Absolutely.
I ask why?
I don't know, really. I got into him probably in my 20s. And, I've always been a fan of blues. And, rock and roll grew out of that blues style. It was just with an up-tempo, and then that's what created rhythm and blues.
R&B.
And rockabilly and things like that. But
Shout out Pussifer.
Sun Records, that was an amazing time in music history. I mean, that was... It wasn't the invention of rock and roll, but it was the first record label based on rock and roll. And Johnny Cash was one of the biggest artists out of there.
Was Elvis on Sun Records?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was all out of Memphis.
Huh.
Yeah, that whole scene grew out of Memphis. Yeah.
Was Johnny Cash from Memphis?
And it's from, I want to say, Arkansas originally.
And I don't actually think Elvis was from Memphis.
No, he was Mississippi.
Yeah, he just was killed in Memphis.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and once he got on the record label there in Memphis, he lived there. I believe that's where Graceland is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a little backstory from the Trash Talkers, and we went back through our previous Johnny Cash video, and we see you guys' comments, and we want to show you that we see them. And you guys said apparently in the comments, a lot of Trash Talkers says that this was recorded in 2003, just before Johnny Cash died. It was released in 2006 and is full of celebrity cameos and archive footage of Johnny Cash. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've seen this video before.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a huge video around that time. This was around when I was first starting to get into Johnny Cash, as a matter of fact.
Okay, so because you know the song, and do you know what it's about 100%? Because if we do, then I'm gonna have to be the one to try to break this down.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that anyway. But I mean, I know the whole song. I've never really just sat down and analyzed like what does every word mean. But
Today's the
yeah,
day.
yeah, definitely.
Smoke Dog.
What up?
Let's get it up.
Oh, let's do it.
Well, you know, Johnny always wore black, and
Who's
he
that?
wore black because he identified
question.
with the
Don't
poor
know
and
him.
and,
Trash
and,
talkers let us know.
and the downtrodden.
That's Iggy Pop, ain't it? Kanye.
Is that Kanye? Oh, I think I do know this.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run
That Kenny
on
Rogers?
for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
Damn, Chris Rock.
Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me with a voice so sweet, I thought I heard the shuffle of angels sweet. He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, John, go do my will. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. You can run on for a long time.
Is that Kid
Run
Rock?
on for a long time.
He might be.
Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
Is that Pamela
Well, you may
Anderson?
throw your rock,
That's Kid Rock.
hide your
Oh, that's
hand,
Kid Rock.
working in the dark against your fellow man.
Jay-Z.
But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later,
Johnny
gotta
Depp?
cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that
Is that Jerry King
long-tongued
Lawler?
liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down.
Great song. I have heard this before, actually.
Yeah, I figured you had. Yeah, I figured you had to have heard that, man. That song was everywhere when it came out. That all the stuff with Rick Rubin like blew up, and that stuff was made like right before he died.
Wait, did Rick Rubin have something to do with the song?
Yeah, he produced that whole album.
That explains. Okay, the question I was going to ask you is like, how did they get all these different artists to appear?
Oh, yeah, that was
because
Rick
a lot,
Rubin.
exactly,
Yeah.
Rick Rubin. I mean, Jay-Z, Kanye. I mean, and all of these. I'm sure.
Yeah, a lot of people we didn't even recognize, but
Yeah.
I'm sure we would know the names. Yeah.
You know what, Trash Talkers? Here's a test for you guys. Leave us every
Celebrity.
cameo.
Yeah.
Now you know celebrity. Leave every cameo you know down in the comment section.
Yeah.
But not epic song, dude.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like I said, it was a huge hit. And it's crazy because he was losing his voice. I mean, he was really old, and this was not long before he died.
Yeah.
And his voice was fading, but it was still, people were still into it because of the iconicism of Johnny Cash.
Yes. I mean, that's what the Trash Talkers were informing us. They were like, this was right before, this was, I think they said 2003 this was recorded,
Yeah, exactly.
See, man, there are some people that are just born to do things. Johnny Cash was born to be the bad boy of blues.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've always loved that he's had that dark side to him. Like, even songs that if you just read the lyrics, you'd be like, oh, this is like a good Christian song. But the way he delivers it makes it sound so sinister and
It's
dark.
It's the
Yeah.
raspiness, man.
Yeah,
It's from
exactly.
all the shots of whiskey. It's from all
Yeah.
the
yeah,
good
the,
things.
Yeah, the powders
Yes,
and whatnot.
the good things.
Yeah.
But now, as far as what this song's about, I think it's just self-explanatory. He's like, you could be doing all the bad in the world. You could be, and it feels great while you're doing these bad things, but eventually,
it's gonna catch up to you.
It's gonna catch up to you.
I think so, and it's a lot to do with celebrity culture. Just
as Jay-Z does the
exactly.
Hey, if y'all need 2 people to sign up, just give us the contract. We'll read it over and give it to our lawyers, and we might no.
I'm gonna have to read the ramifications of that.
Let me see the contract. I'll sign it.
You so dumb.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
I'll just blindly do it. Like, whatever y'all need.
Nah, I'll need to read over it.
Yeah.
But no, go ahead. What were you saying?
I think it's because there's a lot of nefarious things that happen in Hollywood and in the music industry, and people try to expose that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But it is.
Man,
I would say as Americans, but really it's worldwide. We are addicted to our celebrity culture.
Yes.
I mean, so we overlook the people who are screaming out,
right?
Like from the inside, like there's
I'm
crazy stuff going on in here.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And we're just like,
but we got to see our movies.
Yeah, but that's what
hear the songs.
That's what he means. He's like, eventually it's just gonna catch up to you. God's gonna cut you down here eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. So you ain't signing the contract?
I need to know what that entails. Like, I ain't gonna sign nothing just blindly. Like, yeah. I actually watched. I've been going back and watching Supernatural. That show, it ran for like 16 years, and I had never watched it until my daughter started getting me to watch it. And they did an episode in season 2 about Robert Johnson and the crossroads and selling your soul.
Apparently sold his soul.
Yeah, exactly. It's really interesting. Like, but Robert Johnson was haunted by that. His entire music career, he was making songs about the devil chasing him. The hounds of hell are coming for me. Like, it's crazy. And he died in this delirium of screaming, "These dogs are eating me,"
If you all right, so if you had to put money on it, was the Robert Johnson story factual?
I would want to say yes. I mean, it's hard for a skeptic to say that,
okay, and you're
or an
skeptical.
agnostic, really, because you're like, I don't know.
You, But now let's say this about Johnny Cash. Do you think Johnny Cash was ever presented an offer?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know if he took it, to tell you the truth, because he was doing that dark music and portraying himself in more of a non-traditional way, like the bad boy you were talking about, the drugs and the violence and whatnot and murder in his songs. He wasn't afraid to do that in a time where you got persecuted for doing things like that.
Even though you still had the freedom of speech, but sometimes it's just like, you ain't as free as you think you are, buddy.
Yeah, it'll have the police checking you every time you roll by.
Yeah,
and that's what happened.
They are listening and watching everything.
Yeah.
100%. Guys, thank y'all so much for suggesting that we get on some more Johnny Cash, because this guy brings something out of Smokey, and when it brings it out of Smokey, it brings it out of me, and it makes me more interested in it as well. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Guys, let us know what's next about Johnny Cash down in the comment section. And with that being said, my name's Barringer Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez Cohen.
And we are
over
and
out. Deuces.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another segment of Rappers React. If you guys want to see another artist that we covered, just click right here. If you want to see the last video did, just click right over here. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us today. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you on the next one. Deuces.